Like I promised, here is the commission that I made. You can start to see the beautiful horses if there isn't any light. Yeah, that's the commission that I made, and I'm gonna send it today to the customer. Beautiful day. It might be sunny today. I have some beautiful coffee, and I'm quite proud of the painting itself. It's not that bad. I did, however, spend too much time on it. Should have made it faster. I should have made it faster. Oh, so good. Such good coffee. And I have another one up there, the same, but not finished yet. It's about 80% finished, but a bit smaller because I didn't have a canvas that big, this big. So I made it smaller. I cut the ends a bit, so the composition is a bit more full in that sense. So I'm going to finish that one as well sometime. I don't know when. I have like one, two, three, four paintings at about 80%. Yeah, well, three of them, and one of them it's at 30% finished. Everybody seems to like this painting. I like it too, but it's not that great. Especially because I spent way too much time on it. So that's why I don't enjoy it as much as others. For the time that I spend on it, I don't feel as if it's a great painting. So, yeah, it has to do with that, with the fact that I view it from the lens of how much time I put into it rather than how it looks. Because it looks quite fine, quite nicely. So, yeah, my voice is cracked. I don't know why I feel so joyful today, but I do. Well, probably because I just finished this painting and I can go give it away and get paid and whatever's. Whatever's. Yeah. Yeah. It's a nice day. I have a lot of things to do. I have to go film. I have to give this painting. I have to meet with another friend to give him a microphone. And I have to take Sophie out, give her something to eat, and then also film the things that I need to film. So that's another thing that I need to do. So, yeah, I'm going to pack my bag probably, properly and probably for the filming, and it shouldn't be that hard. At least that's what the guy said. It's nothing complicated, just a few scenes. And I'm like, okay. But whenever people say, oh, it's gonna be simple, it's easy, that's exactly when it's not easy and when it's not simple. Because in their mind, you're just, when you're filming, you're just, oh, I'm filming, yay. Instead of the fact that to film you actually need to do all the precursor things You have to do so many things beforehand to be able to properly do something nice. I think people underestimate the power of being on time. It's a superpower because once you understand how to be on time, you understand how to set proper timelines for your goals. I think if you are always late, then it's very hard for you to become successful because so much of life depends on fractions of minutes. So much of the relationship is built upon the relationship with others is built upon being on time because whenever you are late, you damage the relationship with other people and do this repeatedly and people will never trust you again. I know it's a shorthand, but people use this shorthand all the time. If you are late, they are going to consider you a person that cannot be trusted. If they cannot be on time, how can I trust you with something more? So strive not to be on time, but to be 15 minutes early. And it is a way to also discover which people are late all the time and what are the people that you should associate yourself with. And I don't know, if a client of mine is late more than 30 minutes, I might consider the second time not working with them because they do not respect my time. I bill by the hour, and if I bill by the hour, if you're late half an hour, now you've put me in a conundrum. Do I bill you for the half an hour? Some of them do. Some of them tell me, like, look, put half an hour because you've waited for me for a half an hour. They already tell that, and I'm okay with that. They can be late as much as they want if they pay for the hours. But to wait 15 minutes when someone should have been there, when it's their project, when they don't pay you, when it's a you are doing them a favor, you are doing them something for free, you've rearranged your whole schedule around it and they're late 50 minutes. That's crazy. And yeah, you will be able to predict much more in your life once you start being on time because you understand processes. How will you can prevent things from happening? You know the hour that is the most traffic, you know what needs to go right in order for you to be there on time. Like being early to a meeting or to a client or to anything, it's way better than being late. The moment you are late, even if you have a good excuse, it doesn't matter. You are late, and the other person immediately, everybody I know and everybody you know, including you, will think this person does not value my time. That's how we put things. Everybody puts things in terms of do they value my time or not? And if you are late, you will always be the person who is judged like you don't value other people's time. Because it to be somewhere is not only the fact that I have to go there, but I have to sometimes reschedule things, not reschedule, but work around things and be on time there. I need some tools, I need some things. So there is a lot of preparation. It's not only the commute, it's also the preparation at home, nicely dressed, showered, take all the equipment, everything. So it's It's a lot of effort to be on time, but that's the point. If you put in the effort to be on time, there are a lot of rewards. To be late, and I know people who are chronically late all the time, is to be not taken seriously because you don't value other people's time, you don't value the project that you're in. So, yeah. And I think that we should be scrutinizing even more the people who are late. I think I've already told this client of mine, I told him, like, look, it feels as if you are not valuing this project. You've been 55 minutes late. You don't value my time. You don't I didn't tell that, but I told him I'm going to phone you 2 hours before. If you want to reschedule, we cancel. There is no rescheduling. I know I'm drastic, but I think that's how we should treat the time because I knew it from the moment I messaged him an hour before that he's going to be late. So I should have done it 2 hours before and told him, like, look, in the next 50 minutes, you have to tell me if you are going to be on time. If you miss any more than 15 to 25 minutes, you're going to be late more than 15 to 25 minutes, I'm not going to come. So be on time or 15 minutes late, that's fine. But if not, if you can't make it with 2 hour notice, I'm not going to be there. Simple. So, and if the person says, no, I need more time, let's do it at 5. I'm like, no, because I reworked all my schedule to fit this appointment. You cannot take another hour of my time. Because if they reschedule for a later hour in the same day, then they've moved someone who's later on or something that you needed to do with another hour. The work that you needed to do, you've lost an hour. If someone reschedules for the same day saying, I need another hour, then you should be able to tell them, like, look, no, I'm sorry, I don't think we can do this today. I am free next week on this day. And you reschedule the date on your time because now they owe you. You tell them, like, look, the only way I can do it is next week on this date at this hour. I've rescheduled my whole entire program, my work, everything that I had to do today in order to fit you. And I have missed other work that I should have done. And now you owe me. So the way you repay that debt is by going and working around my schedule because I worked around your schedule and you didn't appreciate it. I think it might be blunt. It might be you might lose that person, but I think people like this are worth losing. You tell them it's an hour and or you can go the other way. If you want to reschedule, that means you are taking another hour on top. So from the start of the service to the end, on the end, you've added another hour. So we are going to add the hour which you've rescheduled to the bill. If they don't appreciate that, then that's fine. But there is no more rescheduling. I don't think rescheduling can be with people that are constantly late, you cannot do that. And this person is the second time they are late. So I'm going to tell them 2 hours before, if you're going to be on time, I'm going to be there. If you're going to be late, I'm not going to come at all. So, yeah, they didn't really appreciate it today. They were quite apologetic about it, but I don't want apologies. I want people to be on time, to respect my time, because I was hurdling a lot of equipment with me, and I was 15 minutes early. So, yeah, that's the whole point. We should be more drastic, more strict with people who are late, because most of the people are late, which is bad. I don't know how people can be so late all the time. And I guess I'm hoping that people will respect my time more if I impose these rules on them. And yeah, it's courtesy, and not only courtesy, but respect to be on time. So, yeah, how can I be 10 to 15 minutes early to all appointments and other people can't? Like, can't you just say, instead of 4, say 4:30 and be on time? Don't tell me an hour that you barely can make. Tell me an hour that you can definitely make. That's the point. So that's what I do. When I tell someone an hour, I even sometimes tell it by the minute. If I'm commuting, I'm telling them I'm going to be there in 37 minutes or 40 minutes. I give myself 3 minutes to be late. And usually, if I, even if I do this, I'm never late more than 3 to 5 minutes. Never. Because I take into account all the commuting that it's going to be done, and traffic, and missing the bus or the metro or the taxi or whatever. I'm taking it into account. So, yeah, all that it can happen is like an accident or some shit. But even then, I can hop off the metro and take a cab or whatever. So, try to be on time if you want respect from others. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.